Have you ever gone to the kitchen to get that really good brownie you made last week only to find that it's hard and not good anymore? I definitely have. Unfortunately, that food went to waste, and although it may not happen in that way, food is getting wasted every second. Such an easy thing to do that's very pricey even though we may not know it. It's dangerous to our well-being and could quite frankly kill you. But don't get me wrong, it's not only America but the rest of the world too. Food waste seems to be taking over our lives. America wastes a lot of food. How much food, may you ask? We waste 60 million metric tons of food each year. 32 million of that goes to landfills. As you may be aware, America kind of produces a lot of food, but unfortunately 1/3 of that food is never consumed, therefore it goes to waste. According to Gunders, with an increasing population, there will be an increase in food waste. Household and food services together lost 86 billion pounds of food in 2008. Studies found that these numbers are only getting worse. Think of all of the food that gets wasted in schools, the things that students take but don't eat. That doesn't only include elementary and high schools, but colleges too. I know that there's a lot of food being wasted in the dining hall that I eat at. Like I said earlier, food waste is an expensive thing. The U.S. government pays an obscene amount of money because of our wastefulness. According to Nixon, the landfill prices cost $1.5 billion a year. If food waste was being reduced 50% instead of 20%, $120 to $300 billion could be saved in a year. Think of the things we could do with that money if we didn't have to spend it on equipment and things to take care of our waste. Instead of wasting all this food, maybe think about donating it to a place where it could be fed to animals or something. While hopefully saving money, we can maybe save the health of living organisms in the world too. There are several environmental problems concerning food waste. Some of these include climate change and air pollution. There could be a significant climate change because of the amount of water, fertilizer, and land being used. With the landfills getting filled with waste, there is a lot of methane and greenhouse gas being released into the air. According to Nixon's article, Sustainable Management of Food, greenhouse gas is 25 times more damaging to the environment than carbon dioxide. Think about that for a minute. That's crazy. Globally, there's 3.3 billion metric tons of gas being released into the air. At the end of last year, it was found that per capita food waste has progressively increased by 50% since 1974, reaching more than 1,400 calories per person per day, or 150 trillion calories per year. Food waste now accounts for more than 1/4 of the local freshwater consumption and 300 million barrels of oil per year. I'll be honest, the global food waste kind of surprised me. Line states that 45% of all fruits and veggies, 35% of seafood, 30% of cereals, 20% of dairy, and 20% of meat is wasted globally in a year. That's enough to build a mountain 8,000 feet high. A typical family throws away about a week's worth of groceries each month. Keeping in mind that not all countries have a ton of food, that's a lot of waste. According to the article Food Waste, the Facts, each year consumers in industrialized countries waste as much food as sub-Saharan Africa produces. We can't afford to let all that food go to waste when there is 870 million starving people in the world. In America, and all over the world, foods get wasted like it's nothing. Not only is it very saddening, but it's also very expensive. It's expensive in the monetary way, and also to humans and their life. The amount of gases polluting the air is not healthy for any living organism. If only we could reduce the amount of food we waste, maybe we could help end the world. You know, when your mom told you to clean your plate, she wasn't only looking after herself, trying to not have to do all the dishes and take care of all the uneaten food, but she was also looking to help the environment.